Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate your support of the channel. If you like what you see, go ahead and give me a subscribe. Well, here we are, Paris. Paris in the Vipera all tier 8 battle. This is a really good setup for this tank. Also, we have accusations, my friends. We have more accusations. Not surprised because this thing is a bit of a beast. I am running it in tryhard mode. I've got bounty equipment all over the place. I am running food, and I've got the old full loadout just about, other than some HE of APCR. There is a person on the other team, and I was going to include the accusation, but I made a recent video on the same individual. For some reason, I am receiving a lot of accusations lately. I'm going to assume that means I'm playing better, or maybe I'm playing tanks like this that garner more accusations. I don't know. But the person basically was irritated that the game did not go in the direction that they wanted to, or that they wanted it to. Same person. I thought it was interesting. I'm going to not include that and take the slightly higher road, even though I've already not taken the higher road. So we'll just pretend we've taken the higher road, even while we failed to earlier take the higher road. Does that track? Everybody understand what's going on here? Good. So in Paris, we're over in the heavy brawling area, and I'm kind of proving what one of the things that keeps this tank from being an absolute beast, and that is that its soft stats are kind of bad. If it moves its turret and such, it's not a super accurate tank, but it's got 5 shells and it drops some serious pain. And we got the Tornbogen that has moved up. I'm really hoping he gives me the back edge of that turret, but he doesn't. So we're just taking on a bunch of heavies. There's not many of us here, fellas. It's me, the KTTS, and the BZ. The rest of our tanks are in the north, so I'm just going to sit here and go beast mode right here. I'm going to sit. I'm already bouncing. I have done already some bouncing of 1,960 long reload on this. Another thing that kind of keeps it from being too crazy. It's like number 4 on the win rate, so its win rate is pretty high. The rest of its stats, it's top 10. Top 10 easily. I'm going to try to sneak one maybe into its lower plate if this guy gets a little jiggy with me. I think he actually gets a pen here because I might be showing my lower plate here a bit. No, all right, another bounce. Another miss by me. Not a lot going on, but I bounced 2,360. So a lot of these little things with this tank keeps it from being just straight up overpowered. It is good, though. There is no doubt about that. There you go. A little snap ends up working there. Not a super fast in-between reload. Tried to track him a little bit there, too, as he was turning just in the right direction for me. Seeing if I can get one more on him. I'll probably eat a shell. I do. So he's got some pretty good pen with his APCR. Good news here is I can actually back around this corner. You can't always do this, especially if they've got anybody in the middle where R-Type 59 is. But he's holding that for the moment, and I'm pretty sure there's nobody right behind him over here. However, if they have the middle, you can't do what I'm about to do. You can't sneak around this little hold down position and hide. And I've got that long reload, right? So the long reload, relatively slow, doesn't have a full turret, but it's better than a casemate kind of thing, and kind of derpy gun. All these things keep it down, but even despite those factors, amazing armor, hard-hitting gun, 5 shells, top 5 win rate, right? And top 10 for just about every other stat. It's a good premium TD. And you can play it like a heavy, which is what I'm going to do here. This guy comes in, he puts another shot on me. All right, so that hurt. 1,756. Now you have to kind of start being careful. I've really spent a lot of my HP right now. Got some decent damage, but we haven't blown this thing completely open yet. Dude's taking hits from multiple directions. I'm gonna try to put one right into that. Oh, this will just be a kill, right, guys? No. That guy will kill him. We'll go to the reload. All right. Did I say I had a full load of APCR? Where did the 10 AP come from? Did I just completely miss that? I'm very surprised by that. Did that change? I'm going to have to go back and look at that. I could have swore that said 0, but it may have said 0 in my small brain because that's what I thought it was going to say. Expectations, my friends. BZ, you know the other thing about this game is there's a BZ, and I think it's 2 marked, so we got a pretty good BZ driver right here, pretty good Vipera driver, and we really just abused their tanks. The WZ is in big trouble. We're taking shots from the side. See if we can mow this guy down. We'll come up, getting into that lower plate a little bit. Oh, wow. Okay. Looks like the BZ got a lot of damage. Looking for a shot. There we go. There's a Udez. We'll just zap him. There is a Scorpion off to our left, so I need to watch him, but we do have the BZ. BZ takes a shot trying to get into position. He actually ate several shots right here. It takes me a little while to get rid of this G-Sor. They have surprisingly bouncy turrets, the G-Sors. I don't remember if I actually hit his turret. I think I get a bounce or two. Here we go. Dead. No. Don't know what happened. Missed, I guess. There we go. Oh, and he's just... his timing is pretty near perfect on keeping me from getting a decent shot on him. Just makes a couple little... There we go. Couple little pushes, but one last mistake. That gets me down to a reload, and it's looking like we're in good shape. Now, the individual is... Actually get penned by the Ship Tick, who has a really nice pen and a very accurate gun. The individual who does not like how it went is the CS-52. I don't know if he was in the north. I didn't really pay attention. That's the guy that complains. He's anonymized, so it's not the same name. And I'm not going to show it all, but I think he's been backed by the Kappa, or at least in the north, most of the game. Not that surprising. It's not that amazing that a medium wouldn't come down to the south, but they certainly didn't send much, did they? And really, the enemy team lost on every flank, unfortunately for them. So old Graf Dragon, again, on an anonymized name, pushes on in there. Hanging out on the ramp, we've got the WZ. We've got a dead feller here. I'll just push this out of the way. There we go. We can go kind of hold down. Maybe a bit of my hole is sticking out. Yeah, looks like a decent amount of it is. They get the KTTS. CS-52 is just looking for that little shot. And I'm trying to pixel snipe a hatch on a back slope, which that's just really not going to work very well. As advertised, nothing happens. There's only 3 of them. I just don't want to walk in and let them kill me for no reason. I kind of wish I'd have gone right instead of push right there. This was sort of a stupid spot to go to because I kind of got stuck based on the 2 tanks they had. WZ does me a solid and moves forward, and I just ignore it. I'm like, whatever, they're busy. They're getting shot from every direction, so I'll just push in, try to get some more damage. At this point, if they kill me, they kill me. Up to 3,120 bounce, 2,824 damage. We got 3 shells, so let's see what we can get out of this. Su-130 wants to try to get into my lower hole, more than likely. We'll slap him once. He bounces up to 3,600. This guy comes in. We'll shoot him. I thought he might go for the ram. He doesn't. We'll just shoot him right in the hole. Oh. And that's the end of that. 3,819 damage. We ended up with 5 kills. One away from a top gun, unfortunately. 3,690 bounce. This thing only has 1,450 hit points. So that's well over 2 extra tanks of hit points bounced. In the right situation, this is an absolute monster. This was the right situation. The only thing better would be if you were top tier in a 3-tier battle and you were just abusing 6s at that point. But honestly, this may be the best possible setup for it because there's more hit points, right? You've got all tier 8 hit points, but the tier 8 tanks are going to struggle mightily against this thing. Again, in the right situation, and I was able to keep most everything forward of me. I was, in general, able to keep them from shooting my lower hole other than a couple things later on in the game. And just generally was able to use the Vipera exactly like you would want to. And it just becomes an absolute beast mode kind of game for Mr. Vipera. With the added cherry on top of the Hackuzation. When I went back into Garage, I see the little blinking message. And I look at the name and I said, hey, that's the same guy from a few days ago. I wonder if he responded to my comment, which was, I'm guessing the game did not go the way you wanted it to go. Didn't really think about the possibility he was in this game, but I open it up and I see the raging, and I went, I think he was in this game. So I went in there and I searched through the annoyance of figuring out who's anonymized and then trying to highlight and see which name the guy really is. And yep, that was him. Get out of the game. You're a dirty cheater, streamer, blah, blah, blah. Absolutely fantastic. Made my day. There was a hop in my step the rest of the day. I was whistling through the day, enjoying the fact that I got another Hackuzation, and I did it in a really good game. And it's even funnier because I was spamming gold and try-harding. So awesome. Everything just came together. That's fantastic. That's all I've got for today, guys. Sometimes it's fun in World of Tanks to just go beast mode with your overpowered tank and your overpowered setup. That's all I've got. We will see ya.